So let's get started taking a look at how we estimate and enter some of our monthly costs. I'll once again bring up the cost calculator. Only, again, instead of starting on the home page where I've done in previous trainings, this time I've moved down to our monthly care costs area. Now this area is really quite simple, but it's something that needs to be done probably by your administrator in order to set up the expenses and handle the expenses for each of the months inside your cost calculator. What you're going to do for filling this area out is you're going to come in and you're going to, you'll notice that you have an option of choosing what dates you want to enter costs for, what you want to look at. So far I'm looking at all dates, but I could just close that down and look at what I've entered so far for my August 2000 time period. I've entered in some costs for my RNs and my LPNs or LVNs. So I'm going to show you how we enter in these costs. So it's pretty straightforward. We're going to click to add a new record. We're then going to choose the facility that we're updating our costs for, and we're going to pick one of our cost category. So far you've seen that I've already completed an area in the licensed area. I can go ahead and I can choose to enter in my taxes. Again, I'm going to be able to do that for any month that I choose here in the system, but I'm going to keep that into the month of August. And I'm going to go ahead and enter in some number that represents my taxes for the month of August. And I'm just going to keep the math simple and make something up. When you're finished entering in on that line, again, you're going to use the blue update to save your changes. If there was anything that you wanted to edit, once you had made an entry, you use your pencil icon, go right on in line and make a change to that dollar amount. Now you'll notice that I have a little arrow here that allows me to easily change numbers up or down. So I can make this go all the way down to 4980, and then I can save that update, and it's going to record for me. If I wanted to delete that completely out of the system, of course, I have a delete button. It's a two-step request. It's going to ask me if I'm really sure I want to delete the record, at which point I could say okay, and that record would be deleted and go away. So let's take a look at some of the actual categories of costs that we have in the system. So we have licensed, and again, inside license, we have both your RNs separated from your LPNs and LVNs. Again, the month and the cost. We just walked through taxes. Same thing with unlicensed. We're going to be able to look at our care aides, our med aides, or any other unlicensed staff that you have that you wanted to keep track of in terms of costs here in the application. And then again, we'll be able to look at some areas for total costs. So you'll enter in on a monthly basis these standard costs. And that becomes the foundation for looking at combining your costs with assessment details to give it a sense of direct care costs throughout the cost calculator. We'll take a look at that in a later training. I just wanted to cover monthly costs with everyone here today. Once you've entered in your information, remember I had sorted just by a particular month, but I could actually look at all of my dates, and then I can export it into Excel if you want to do any kind of trending outside of the cost calculator, although I think you'll see what we've done in the cost calculation graphs area to be quite nice when we look at that area together. But I did just want to mention that you can either print the information, push it off to a PDF, or export it to Excel. Okay, that's really all we wanted to cover here today. It was just a quick training. And as always, if you have any questions, I'm going to pull it back to our slideshow. If you have any questions at all, definitely reach out to the folks at AHCA-NCAL. They can be reached at the AL cost calculator at ncal.org email address. Okay, everyone, on behalf of all of us here at Prime Care Technologies and the folks at NCAL that support you, thanks. Have a great afternoon.